recall that in most cases, we're going to sort our search after the fact. That's how most customers interact with the catalog. But you should be aware that it's possible to set up your search ahead of time. Let's start with a new search. A parent is trying to find some information to teach their 11-year-old about personal finance and budgeting, a pretty specific age group and a pretty specific topic. But when I type in finance here, I get way too much information, over 7,000 results, most of it for adults. How can I make a more effective search? Sure, one way is to choose the field most applicable for my search by options up here. So right now I'm searching any field, which is basically like keyword searching, but maybe I want to try by title or subjects. Even then, I have way too much stuff, over 900 results. I'm going to change that back to any field, and I'm going to show you guys something with more search options, which is where you can limit what you find from the very start. Now, a lot of customers don't even use the search by or limit to fields and don't pay much attention, and I know that most definitely don't notice our more search options. Librarians, being that we search with Polaris on the back staff end, aren't probably as familiar with this as they should be so that they can instruct customers, which is why we felt it was important to show you this from the start in list training. I'm going to open up my more search options. And you'll see that some of these are similar to the drop-downs. We have detailed material type. So is it a DVD, a book, maybe a music CD I'm looking for? In this case, a book. Do I care about where it is? Not so much. Again, you want to make sure your customer understands HCPL has a floating collection and that we can happily ship items to and from any branch in the system for them. Publication date might matter for some nonfiction topics such as medical information, law, or maybe tax information. But again, in most cases we keep a fairly current collection that's relevant to our customers, and we don't need to worry too much about selecting that from the start. Target audiences is really going to help me out in this case. Again, I'm looking for information for an 11-year-old. So I definitely want juvenile. That covers through elementary, maybe early middle school ages. Pre-adolescent, think of that as probably about 8 to 14 years old, and I'm holding down my control key to select both. I could choose adolescent as well, but that gets more into high school age. I think that information might be a little bit too much right now. If I wanted, I could limit by language. That's probably not necessary. Most of our items are in English, some are in Spanish. The reason these other languages are listed is because of either Polaris defaults, the way the catalog works, or because of foreign films we might carry in our collection. So it's trying to capture everything by offering these options. And I could also narrow by the type of collection. Now, a customer's not going to know as much about our collection codes as a librarian, so I probably wouldn't bother showing that to the customer unless they were really interested. So let me see what happens when I set these search options. Am I still stuck around 1,000 results, or do I find something more manageable? And voila, I am down to 24 results. And looking through, this already looks pretty darn good. Do I need it or do I want it? Making budgeting choices. Let's look at our full display. 32 pages. It is a juvenile nonfiction book. The Kids Money Book, Earning, Saving, Spending, and Investing. A Smart Girl's Guide to Money, How to Make It, Save It, and Spend It. Not sure about this one. This is a story about finance. It's in our Easy Picture Book collection. That's more toward the primary age. Probably not the best fit. And Blue Chip Kids, What Every Child and Parent Should Know About Money Investing in the Stock Market. So again, using our search options from the very start gives us a much more manageable list and a much more relevant set of results. It's definitely a feature you want to become more comfortable with over time.